Gather round, darlings. Alice here, your feathered commentator at Brooks Falls. Think of me as the river's gossip queen. While the bears are bulking, I'm swooping in for leftovers and keeping tabs on all the drama. Every splash, every belly wobble, every side-eye stare. I'm watching it all. First up is 32 Chunk. Big lad, scar on the muscle, belly dragging like a beanbag chair. He's the dominant bad boy of Brooks River Babes. Ate 42 salmon in 10 hours and still had room for dessert. All the big boys of Brooks River step aside when this unit rolls in. Enigmatic, maybe. Hungry, always. Make way for Grazer, last year's reigning queen of Fat Bear Week. Blonde ears, zero fear, and claws sharper than your ex's comebacks. She bosses the falls, schools the boars, and still smashes salmon like a pro while raising cubs. She's not just a mum, she's the matriarch, the menace, the monarch of Brooks River. Bear 128's cub. Her nickname is Biggie. And babe, we're not just talking about her personality. As Grazer's heir, is it nepotism if you give her your vote? Or is this hunk of podge simply too irresistible to ignore? It's about time Bear 26 stepped up for the crown and wow! This is the first year she's really owning that summer heft in the villa. Healthy, thriving, and somehow keeping 2 spring cubs in tow. Absolute goals. Bear 909. You might remember Bear 909 from the iconic Bead-Nose family. I reckon she's the fun sister, but maybe that's just me. Bear 99. We know Bear 99 for his spry, playful energy and an absolute asset to the Brooks Falls villa. And honestly, he's really showing off those assets this season. Here's 856, the OG boss of Brooks Falls. For over a decade, he ruled with muscle, scars, and sheer presence. Even now, after years at the top, he's still one of the biggest lads on the river and no pushover. Rivals try him, but 856 knows the game, patient, powerful, and still claiming prime salmon real estate. The crown may wobble, but it's not falling off his head just yet. Bear 910. Bear 910. We all know Bear 910 is the fun aunt. She made a name for herself by adopting her sister's cub after a proper summer of family bonding. Both sisters are flying solo in the Brooks Falls villa this season, it seems. Bear 602, the flotato. We've seen 602 float through the villa in past seasons. But this is the first year this flotato chip has absolutely ballooned before our eyes. I've got to say, I've loved picking up his leftovers. Bear 609, sound the alarm. A new bombshell has entered the villa. Bear 609 is a strutting sub-adult. And speaking of good genes, she happens to be 909's daughter and 910's adopted cub. Phew, this family tree is a lot to keep up with. But we're doing it, babes. Here's 503, the handsome heartthrob of Brooks River. Once an abandoned cub, raised by Super Mum Holly, now he's grown into a bold, scrappy boar who knows how to work the salmon line. Not the biggest, but clever, confident, and ridiculously good-looking. 503's the glow-up everyone's watching. Bear 901 is looking stunningly spherical. The biggest balls have been grafted to win her attention, but she keeps laser focused on the salmon. Eyes on the prize. And maybe the crown too.
Want more wildlife nature drama? I've got loads more coming your way. Hit subscribe and don't miss it.